With millions of Americans suffering from high energy costs, we wanted to inform our viewers about a company we're focused on renewable and sustainable energy technologies. GDT TEK Inc. offers a licensed, patented waste heat to electronic power generation technology and is driving its adoption by power plants, landfills, and other waste heat generating industries to new renewable energy sources. Along with their patented technology, they have also diversified their energy production into the commercial solar industry. This is Fong with PremierStocks.tv. Today we're going to meet Mr. Linton, President of GDT TEK Inc., publicly traded on the OTC under the symbol GDTK. Boo, welcome to our show. It's great to have you join us today.
Thanks, Fong, for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Boo, tell me something about your company.
Sure. Well, what GDT TEK does is we are a company that converts low-grade waste heat into electricity. And the way we do that is we capture heat from waste sources such as engines that run on natural gas. We can also do it with solar technology using solar concentrating panels to redirect the heat through our system, and through that we make electricity. We also have a project that we're starting out in Desert Hot Springs that is 109 acres of prime solar property. And they have about 330 sunny days a year, so it makes it ideal for generating electricity out there.
As you just mentioned, you recently purchased over 100 acres in Desert Hot Springs. What was the reason for that purchase?
Well, actually, it's 109 acres. The reason for the purchase is we are going to develop this land into a solar farm. Our intention is to use PV panels to build out the majority of it, but we also want to save about 9 or 10 acres of it to use our own patented technology to use it as a comparison to PV. Right now they have various federal tax incentives to get back up to 30% of your investment back when you build a solar farm. And we're also looking into additional state and other federal incentives as well.
And how much power do you think you can produce on that commercial solar site?
Well, we're estimating between 20 to 25 megawatts an hour on that site. Now, with that amount of power, that with our energy purchase agreements that we have in place, that is roughly $9 million in annual revenue, and after debt service, about $1.5 million net profit back to the company. The whole project to build the entire 100 acres, or 109 acres, would be about $100 million.
How long will it take to build the solar site, and how much would it cost to build a 20 megawatt solar farm?
To build the site would cost about $100 million, and the time required is about 18 months to 2 years.
How will you be able to finance the project? I reviewed your financials and didn't think that the company would qualify for that loan amount.
That's correct. Our company wouldn't qualify for a loan amount that size, but the end user that purchased the electricity, they're actually the ones that the people who loan the money base their credit score on. So by having an end user that has a credit rating that is going to purchase the electricity from us, that is essentially who the contract is with and who the financing is based on.
Are there any environmental issues that could create a problem for deployment?
Fortunately for us, the city just approved 4 acres of property relatively close to where our property is. So there doesn't seem to be any type of unforeseen environmental issues to do with our property. So we believe everything is going to run very smoothly right now for that.
You already stated that you'll be using photovoltaic solar panels on the Desert Hot Springs site. Do you plan on using your waste heat to electricity technology in Desert Hot Springs as well?
Yes, we do. We would like to allocate about 9 or 10 acres of land just for our specific purpose of our Phoenix waste heat to electricity system. And that's the way we're going to do that is by use of solar concentrating panels. Now, the solar concentrating panels are different than PV panels in that they are essentially mirrors that focus the sun's heat onto a tube of fluid. Now, that fluid will run through our system. Our system captures the heat and it runs it through the process, through the expander, which that's what powers a turbine. And the turbine then spins a generator, which makes the electricity. So all of that information is also available on our website, so you can see a nice diagram of it.
Do you already have customers for the electricity you'll be producing at DHS?
Yes, we have several customers under energy purchase agreements. They are aggregators of electricity, so we will contract the electricity, the sale to them, and from there they resell it to other customers or other commercial industries, because what they like to do is buy the electricity in bulk ahead of time, and it's at a fixed rate for a set period of time. So that way they get locked in at a price. We're locked in at having a customer that's going to purchase it, which makes the financiers of the project happy.
Can you give us an idea as to who an end user might be?
Well, our end users specifically are under a confidentiality agreement, so we can't say who the end users are. But what we can say is they can be a school, it could be a university, it could be a large commercial industry that uses power. Typically things that have higher energy demand during the day, because that's when the solar power is most effective.
With solar energy production, you hear so much about tax credits. Does DHS qualify for tax credits, and if so, how much do you think that would be?
Well, right now they have extended the federal tax credit into 2016, and that is a 30% tax credit. So on a $100 million project, that would be 30%, $30 million back in tax credits. We also have our accountants looking into other federal as well as state incentives to possibly add on top of that.
What are the company's goals for the remainder of 2012?
Right now our goals are to get more energy purchase agreements or power purchase agreements to build our waste heat to electricity system. Also identify new potential projects for solar farms, as well as develop our current technology and find partners that would like to use our technology on solar farms. Because in an ideal situation, our technology with the solar concentrating panel and the Phoenix system could be partnered with other large solar deploying companies. So then we could just provide them with the equipment, partner in the development of their projects, and piggyback on the efforts of the other companies we're working with.
Now let's talk about the public company, something our viewers always wanted to know. GDTK is a full reporting and traded on the over-the-counter exchange. Can you tell our audience how the company's recent milestone will increase shareholder value?
Well, our recent milestones would be, one of them would be the acquisition of the 109 acres of land in Desert Hot Springs, which has an estimated retail value of $2 million. So that gives us an asset base on our books of $2 million, plus the projected revenues, as well as the project certainly adds considerable shareholder value, as well as the patents we currently hold, the technology that we have in place. And we also believe that we're in a great position with the world in the need for clean electricity. Certainly demands are being put into place for clean energy, especially here in California. And so I think if you look at where we are and where we were 2 years ago, we've come a long way, and we're going to continue in that positive forward direction.
It seems your share price is very affordable for many potential investors, is undervalued, and has capacity for readjustment. Why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at GDTK?
Well, if you followed us recently, we just had a recapitalization of the company, and the price got restructured, and it's as low as as much down as 75% just based on, which is actually good news. So we think it's very much, I believe it's way undervalued, and based on just our assets and our projects going forward, I don't think there could be a better time to get into our company.
I'm Fong, and thank you for watching this edition of PremierStocks.tv. For more information about GDT TEK, you can go to their website, www.gdttek.com, and register for their newsletter or download the company fact sheet.